Hello everyone, PaperSpock here with a new episode of me playing the Talos Principle. Pick up right where we left off. We are in, I believe, Area 5 of, let's see. Take a look here. Alright. Party on, dudes. For some reason my brain initially read this document as party on dudes, like the subject of the party was dudes. Anyway. From Lubomir Georgiev. Land party at the end of the universe. Yo! I don't know if you folks noticed, but it's the end of the world. There's nothing we can do about it. Instead of sitting around crying, how about we have some fun before we croak? Yes, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Let's play some video games. It's land party time. 2 days from now, we're all getting together at the old school library. There will be noms, drinks, music, and old school gaming. You're invited too, and bring your friends too. Oops, you're invited, and bring your friends too, especially if they're hot. See you in 3000 BC. Lub lub. Okay. Progress. Rep 32. From Nadia Drabhai, the IAN mailing list. We've gotten to that irritating point where all major stuff is in place, and all we have to deal with are a million little things. The main modules are all functioning and interacting with each other correctly. The process is happening more or less as planned. It could actually work, but it's still crude as hell. Some of it's just surface stuff, like the random usernames. Some of it more worrying, various bugs, the fact we haven't run more extensive tests. Got a lot of polishing to do. Team down to half the original size, I'm not sure we can actually finish everything that needs to be done, but I'd really like to discuss tomorrow morning as a new set of priorities. Please put some thought into what you think must be finished at all costs. Nadia. Philosophy of Teeth. One moment, please. Last night I had a simple but brilliant idea. Everyone who would like to write about philosophy or spirituality, especially to make some kind of grand statement about the nature of the body and soul, first experience a really bad tooth infection. I don't just mean slight toothache, I mean the kind of hardcore infection that happens when several incompetent dentists miss a cavity in one of your back teeth, then keeps growing and growing until the nerve itself is really badly infected. I mean, the pain is unimaginable. It comes in waves, and those waves drown out everything else about you. You can't think, you can't move, you can't think, you can't talk. There's just pain and absolutely nothing else. It's like your brain just gets hijacked by it. And then assuming you go to a dentist, assuming you get a decent one, they stick you with chemicals. They stick some chemicals in you which make you go numb. Then they drill a hole in you, cut the nerve, snip snip, and it's over. Just like that, just like repairing a car or watch. Your whole existence was crippled by this tiny nerve, sending electrochemical signals into your brain. This unimaginable pain, which nearly blotted out your very consciousness, can be stopped by just a little cut. We should call this the Talos Principle. That's incredibly stupid. Okay. Let's see. Right, somewhere here there is an audio log.
When the scale of it all overwhelms me, this is what I tell myself. We can calculate the age of the Earth, the size of the universe, the future of the stars. Sure, we are minuscule, momentary flashes of thought on a grain of sand drifting through the cosmos. But our minds can recreate the past and predict the future. On, say, Friday, 1,000,000 years from now, we'll all be dead. But right now, we know what the night sky will look like on that day. And so, in a way, we're not entirely bound by time. Knowledge is a kind of freedom.
Interesting that this zapped right when the log ended. But really already? Where? You coming from? Ooh. Okay, these are three more texts. Reader responses to last week's article on science and atheism. I am perfectly aware of all the arguments against religion. In fact, I agree with most of them. There is no question that there is an objective material reality. I'm also absolutely convinced that only a secular society can be truly equal and just. And yet, I believe, I am, as they say, a person of faith. Religion, to me, is not about distorting observable reality with superstitions, but about transcendence. Not about deluding ourselves that the earth is 6,000 years old, or God will help us if we say the right words inside our heads, but about reaching out to the sublime. It is not a rejection of reason, but its application to a set of experiences that cannot be approached by traditional means. True enlightenment with religion is humbling. It transcends culture, nationality, and gender. As such, I think it goes hand in hand with science, and is not opposed to it. Dr. Omar Garib, Institute for Applied Noematics. Moment. I do apologize. My cold is not worse, but in more of a phase where it's getting a little hard to talk at times. True, there are certain idealist books, not of a clerical character, but philosophical ones, wherein you can read that time and space are categories of our minds. They result from the requirements of our thinking, and that nothing actually corresponds to them in reality. But it is difficult to agree with this view. Any idealist philosopher, instead of arriving in time to catch the 9 p.m. train, turn up 2 minutes late, he would see the tail of the departing train and would be convinced by his own eyes that time and space are inseparable from material reality. The task is to diminish this space, to overcome it, to economize time, to prolong human life, to register past time, raise life to a higher level, and enrich it. This is the reason for the struggle with space and time, the basis of which lies the struggle to subject matter, to man, matter, which constitutes the foundation not only of everything that really exists, but also of all imagination. BuildTheUniverse.txt. In his remarkable 1978 essay, How to Build a Universe That Doesn't Fall Apart 2 days later, Philip K. Dick discusses the two themes that are most central to his work. What is reality, and what is an authentic human being? Speculations and experiences will seem extraordinary to a reader unfamiliar with his work, yet despite what may seem like far-fetched ideas, somehow the world of the Bible is a literally real but veiled landscape, never changing, hidden from our sight, but available to us by revelation, or the notion that perhaps we all exist in the year 50 AD. Dick actually delivers one of the simplest, most elegant, and most useful definitions of reality ever formulated. Reality is that which, when you stop believing in it, doesn't go away. Materialist philosophers have expressed similar ideas before. For example, Grattan of Stageria's Talos principle, but it's particularly interesting to see such a thought expressed by a decidedly more mystical writer. Okay. I don't know where I wish to begin here. Probably wish to look around a little bit more. Aha. I'm just going to rest here for a while. I need a moment of peace. Destiny can wait. There was something I wanted to comment on, but with feeling a little rougher than I thought I did when I started recording. Slightly escapes me, but let's see. Recording 11?
When the scale of it all overwhelms me, this is what I tell myself. We can calculate the age of the Earth, the size of the universe, the future of the stars. Sure, we are minuscule, momentary flashes of thought on a grain of sand drifting through the cosmos. But our minds can recreate the past and predict the future.
Okay. That was what I wanted to hear again. You can recreate the past and predict the future. I was wondering, well, what she later says kind of puts it into a bit of a different light, but what I initially focused on was the idea of recreating the past. What does it mean to recreate the past? Because, like, if I think back to a memory of mine, I'm not really recreating the past. I am recreating something that feels enough like the past. In some cases, if I really have a vivid memory. I don't always have a vivid memory, but let's say, because for me, anyway, kind of works this way with songs. I can, like, imagine the song Bohemian Rhapsody in my head, and I can convince myself that it feels like I'm listening. Okay, I can do that fairly well. But when I'm doing that, I don't know that I'm really recreating Bohemian Rhapsody in my head. I bet I'm missing parts. I definitely bet I'm missing parts. What I bet I'm missing are parts that, maybe I don't fully absorb when I'm actually listening to it. Like, maybe what I'm doing is I'm recreating Bohemian Rhapsody well enough to push the buttons in my head that, it pushed when I listened to Bohemian Rhapsody, which isn't actually recreating Bohemian Rhapsody. It's just giving me the impression of Bohemian Rhapsody. And I've thought about this sometimes, and I've been like, okay, how old do I actually know Bohemian Rhapsody? So what I'll do is I will start a stopwatch, and then play the whole thing start to finish in my head. Closest I can get it. And then I when the song ends, after I'm done playing it in my head, I'll stop the timer, and then I'll compare that time to the real time. And there's usually a part here or there where I know it's, like, fading out, where I don't have it accurate, where, like, maybe the guitar solo goes on for a little bit, and I'm not really properly engaging with it exactly. So that sometimes happens. And in that moment, I know, okay, I'm not really recreating Bohemian Rhapsody in my head, because I don't know exactly how long this goes, how much this part repeats, how long this note's held. I can't recreate that part perfectly necessarily. There's some reasonings I can get for this, but even though I usually feel like most of it's being recreated in my head, I think the last time I did it, there was at least half a minute discrepancy. The song is like, I want to say 5.5 minutes long, maybe a bit longer. I want to say maybe 5:47. Let me check. how long it is when I find it on YouTube. It's 6 minutes flat, see? Okay, so let's say 5.5 over 6. Let's say I'm getting it to 5.5 minutes when I do it, and it's actually 6. That's 90% accuracy. That's still quite a bit of drift, and I bet that even if I manage to like learn the lengths of those parts, learn the guitar solo a little bit better, that I would run into the case where it's not going to be like spot on. Even though it feels pretty good in my head. Feels like pretty accurate recreation when I'm playing it back. And so I don't think I can recreate the past. Like, if I can't take this song that I've listened to many, many times and actually accurately recreate it in my head, then when I'm playing it back, I'm fooling myself in a sort of a way. I mean, I'm not exactly fooling myself, because here I am telling you that I don't think that's actually going on, but I kind of am fooling myself if I were to truly believe that, okay, I'm beginning to get a sense of the puzzle. Isn't gonna work out like that. Anyway. Ooh, I bet I can take these through time, but anyway. I say it only 3 times. What was I saying with my other conversation? It's part of the problem when I try to solve a puzzle or try to understand the puzzle or talking about something else, but like, saying humans can recreate the past, we can do it in a limited sort of way. I don't think we can do it in a complete sort of way. It's almost a little spooky. Like, if that's good enough, my playing back is good enough for it to feel real in my head. If I'm experiencing, like, reality, it's like, okay, how well am I really experiencing reality? Like, if someone started putting in fake reality with less details, how well would I be able to notice those fake details? How well would I be able to notice when things are being smoothed off? Like, I start thinking about virtual reality headsets that have higher resolution to the places where it knows your eyes are looking. And, no. I'm going some silly places here, I know, but sometimes that just crosses my mind, and I'm like, dang. Anyway, let's get back to this puzzle. I've rambled enough about this sort of thing. Okay, so what do we want to do? Okay. I would love to see... Okay, it goes over the cube. That's wonderful news. Question is, how does time travel work with this? I'm gonna move you over here. I'm gonna move you over here. Okay. No, you're hitting the cube. You didn't hit the cube before. Okay. Perhaps we have to do it this way. And then... I'm not sure how this is going to come together. Let's see. I'm going to press the P button. I think I'm going to want this in this state for quite a while. Okay, 30 seconds is probably enough. Okay. Oh no! This. Oh, wait. Yes! Okay, cool. Are we at 30 seconds? Yeah, no, we're not. Yes! Okay, this is gonna work about how I think it should. Just may not get there in time. Okay, get me through. Yes! That was very close. That was very close. Yikes. Oh my. We're at the 20-minute mark. I have read a bunch of readings. I've gone on a bit of a ramble about Bohemian Rhapsody and what we're able to discover from listening to Bohemian Rhapsody. How's it going, dude? I see. Um, oh, good. That's the way out. Easy exit. Okay, but to maybe try to circle around my thoughts, I don't know that I buy we can recreate the past. We can recreate something that passes as the past, but I think it breaks down if we try to extract certain information from it that we weren't, like, expecting to try to extract from it, then the process breaks down. Trying to imagine that all of this is designed for some purpose. Not just the challenges, but Elohim, the terminal, the glitches, and all. Puzzle isn't before our eyes, it's behind them. I do believe I read that when I peeked in this area, and my thought upon reading it was, well, there's puzzles behind puzzles, because this game is developed by humans, but that's a meta-narrative explanation. That's not a narrative explanation. And I don't know that the game is trying to break the fourth wall there. I kind of don't think it is. What was the name of this area? This area looks a little tricky. Dumbwaiter. Ah! I like that name. Because, you know, dumbwaiters. We're having things on multiple levels, and dumbwaiters, you move around to multiple levels. I can... Oh, and this lifts and raises things, and... What's this do? What does that do? Does that open that gate? Is that what that does? Yes. And this opens that gate. Okay, I think I need to find a level element. And, okay. Let's start out with a simple, you'd obviously do thing. Okay, we get 2 hexahedra. Great. That's what we like to see. Now, we can place this over here. That opens up, and I can get something else. Ooh. I don't know that I like this. This is confusing. Oh. I see. Okay. That's not so bad. I'm gonna grab you. We're gonna connect this. And that is... Okay. Not exactly what I expected to have happened, but we're gonna give this a try. I have an idea here. Right, that's the hexahedra opened up, right? No? Hexahedra that I set down. What did that open? Oh. See my, you see why I didn't use an analogy about, like, spatial memory here? You see that, right? Yeah, ooh, yeah. Doesn't work out so well, but, okay, I can get out of it this way. Get a blue laser here. But I think what's gonna happen is we're gonna place a block here. It's gonna get blown through? I'm not sure. And, to continue my analysis of that text log, of that audio log, I do take the point that we can, like, predict certain specific things about the future. But we can, but also there's definitely significant gaps when we do that. Like, yeah, we can predict what the sky will look like from this one position someday in the future when we're dead, and so it's kind of like we're exploring something we're never going to get to see. I take that point. That's true. But at the same time, it's like there are limitations to what we're able to experience as well. Okay. I can't take you through the particle field, that's right. That's right. Some of my thinking was along that lines for sure. Oh. Well, I mean, look. Yes. Yes. I mean, sort of. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna get that such that it's gonna operate well. Oh. I mean, if I got another redirector, probably. Aha! Wait, what's blocking it up there? Oh, it's the wall. I bet I can replace this such that it redirects appropriately. I actually don't know that that's the case. I want it to be the case. Oh, damn it. I picked it up. Yeah. Me too. Let's see how that laser's lying. Oh! If I bring it closer, do I maybe? Closer is gonna be tricky. But let's see. What does that do? I kinda feel like we shouldn't be firing blind here. Probably a sign I've thought wrong here. Feels like too much trial and error. You know what? Let's keep going. No. Try this. Try this up here. See, it's probably hitting the same wall, but it's hitting the same wall, but at like a better angle. Don't even know what this would achieve. Like having that fan on. I can get over there by other means. Interesting, I can't take the fan off. Now, what am I seeing? What am I seeing here? Let's try it over here. Like here. Bet it's still just hitting the same wall the same way, and that's a pretty safe prediction for me to make, because that's just what happens every time. But yeah. Now we want to knock a block into there. Somehow. Feels like our ultimate goal. I ought to think of two. First thing is, how do I get a block up there? Oh, That's certainly a possibility. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you know what? I haven't tried it from up here. That's a good thought. I'm really trying to puzzle this one through. All the other times you see I wasn't really trying to puzzle it through. Now that I'm really trying, no, I'm kidding. I've always been trying to puzzle it through. I just realized me saying this time I'm really trying to puzzle it through sounded kind of silly. Like teasing myself. How do I get this through the way that I want? You know what? That seems like a thought. Seems like a first step. I'm gonna put this here. Yes! Okay. Don't have a full solution yet, but I have a piece in place that I didn't before, that I needed in place. Get another angle on you. Oh, oh my gosh. I never before noticed that the white lines were... The symbols light up. 4 symbols. Laser, the 3 receptacles, everything. They show me if it's going to work before I even place it down. That is amazing. That is a functionality that exists. We need to move you to get you to make more things. And then if we get the other thing going, then it's gonna... Yeah. I was missing that part of the puzzle. I understand I need to get this going somehow. The laser projector can't do that, though. How do we get it so that it's connecting all of them? Because if the laser tries to ride the block up from behind, it's not gonna be able to in the first place. Because if I put you on here, you can't connect to a single thing. Except for that. We jump-started you. Even if we jump-started you, that would still be true. A little funny to me that I'm only now discovering how a certain system works. Okay. Any space from where the first one connects. Now that we have this discovered. I think probably not, but it's interesting. Now we have an easy way of testing without just having to place it down all the time. It's still trial and error, but it's a different kind of trial and error. Ah. Yeah. What if we put you back here? No. I don't know why I thought that was a... Oh. I don't want to discredit that idea entirely. But I also don't see how it can work out. No, 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 no. No, that's absolutely right. Oh my heavens. Oh no, that's not gonna quite... Is it gonna work? I don't think it will, but I have... The wheels are spinning. Yes. Oh. We're gonna see if that part of it's working. I'm gonna run around. Oh. Question is, where am I able to make both those lasers work? Unless there's a laser redirector that I just haven't seen in this level, which honestly would not make me happy. This level should probably have shown me that by now, if that's the case. Where could it get up to that would... This height is good. Can I drop you on this? I can. That no longer goes the place I need it to. Okay, that's cool. That doesn't hit what I need it to. I wish I had something to put it up higher in other places. Oh, heck. Thinking about the concept of a dumbwaiter, because basically, you have a hole in a wall, and then you have a place where you can put the like a little elevator, as I understand it. Like, you have a hole in a wall, you have a platform, things can move up and down on. It's typically a tray. If someone's like trying to serve a meal and get it up to the second floor, what happens is they take the tray, they put it on the thing, they pull up the pulley, they pull on, a rope or chains or something. There's a pulley system. It raises it up, it gets it. What is analogous to that? Sure. Not sure how much level titles are supposed to help here. Interesting, because look at what a narrow band exists to get that to work. This really feels like we could have another laser redirector. If I had another laser redirector right here, I could just say, okay, we're gonna connect you to you, and then this would fly up. Fly upward. I even did a time traveler device. I don't know what those are called, but the terminals where you can control time. This doesn't need to be activated, but it doesn't seem like it being activated hurts anything either. I don't want to think that I need to do something outside of this level. I don't want to think that's the case. The question is, what am I missing here? Am I missing a piece I need to place physically here? Could be. I don't think that's the case. I think I know what I need to do. And I think I've seen what there is to see in this level, but let's place that down. Let's go ahead. Let's go through here. Let's look. Don't see a laser redirector down here. I don't see a... I'm looking over there and I'm noticing that mountain. I'm wondering if there's a way I could get it through this window. Activating this laser seems to close this path off, so it can't enter from the side. I have to enter through a window if it didn't open to the other, but that seems precarious. Don't think I have enough blocks to use as a ladder. I don't think that's viable to get up there, so I feel like that would require level breaking. See what our next door neighbor looks like. Our moment of peace, our moment of rest plaque. Don't see a way up there. Huh. I am perplexed. I don't see a place where the laser can activate the two things at once. If I had the thing that I can put on top of my head, that would be another matter entirely. Yeah, it's very specific there. I was just wondering if I could open that and then keep it open with a laser somehow, but... like, if there had been a laser receptacle on the other side, And if I could press the button, it would prime things. My next question is there anything here that's meant to distract me? Like a red herring that I'm falling into. If this were higher, would it help? It would have to be way higher to help. Be way, way higher. And then we couldn't get through that. Got it way, way higher, then we wouldn't be able to get through here because the gate would get in the way. How can I get up high over here? I don't see a way to do it. I beat one of these puzzles fairly easily. I don't think this area is going to require gimmicks. I mean, I've moved all the way over here, that did not work. Can I move the laser around at this level? I don't see it. Now this is confounding. It really is. Is there any place... I'm gonna take you down. The button. Go up here and look around. Anything I could change about this place? That is just interesting because, like, it's a very specific line for the laser to go through. Well, it's very interesting I can get here. At this point. That's not a particularly useful thing to open, but... Just don't know. Apologize for being so stuck here. I shouldn't apologize. It is reasonable for me to be stuck here. Oh? Fall down here, and then I'm on the other side of things. What's down here? Nothing. Block. Can't re-angle this. Can't lower this. I'm just not seeing a way right now. It's so interesting because you look here and, like, nothing. Like, it's It catches. We're trying to get it to go here. It catches. Oh. I don't understand how I can get both working at the same time. The only place I can figure out to get it working at all is up here. I don't think getting up there is going to help. I also don't think getting up there is possible, but, you know, I also don't think it's going to help. What is this level meant to try to teach? That was closer than I like. A jump. I don't imagine make this jump, but a little scary. Yeah, if I had a little more height, I could get up there. Oh, I don't like that I'm even considering this. Okay. When I get over there, if I can get over there. Okay, I don't seem to be able to get over. Oh. Ugh. I'm trying to get on here. Okay. I think maybe. No. Can't imagine that would be the right solution anyway, but you know what? Let's go and see what happens if I put this over here. Oh. Well, that's interesting. I don't think it can get over there. Yeah. I mean, it's not even getting the place it would need to go. Well, it'd be another thing if it, like, better position in there, but it doesn't. Damn it. I don't think it being higher up is going to help. I also... Damn, this is hard. I should say. I'm having difficulty with this right now. How can we keep that up? I'm also going to laser over. What happens if I pick you up? Yeah, you don't let me get myself in trouble like that. Yeesh. Well, what if I just put it over there? Am I gonna do anything? I don't imagine that it is. I don't imagine it's gonna be able to see. Nope. Oh, you know what? Can I get up higher? Oh no, that's gonna cut me off, isn't it? Yup. I can step on the button myself. But, yeah. Yeah, that's the only thing it's connecting to there. Ugh. Seems to me a strange thing. Mystifying. Ugh. Okay. Just feels so close when I get up here. Except for the fact that there's something totally wrong with that solution. Oh my gosh, I have the silliest idea ever. Silliest idea in the world of silly ideas. Oh, good. I mean, not good. This would have been nice because it would have solved things. What I was gonna do is I was gonna be like, oh, if I just go over here, I can grab this block, I can set it here, and then when I set the thing to blow, it'll go through. Nice and easy. What if I can get it up here somehow? No, I didn't think so. Oh, what it? No! Wait a moment. Wait a moment. Yes. Now we go through here. It's not closed off. I can grab this. I can set this on its receptacle. Oh my gosh. I can go back out here. I can grab you away. Don't need to activate them both simultaneously. I think this will work. I'm not sure this will work yet. A little worried that the friction will take it or that it'll drop. The block's gonna fly through the air. So what's gonna happen is this is gonna go across. We'll just see. Does this work? Yes, it works. I wasn't sure it was going to fall into here. I was like, maybe it'll start dropping and get caught on the rim. But there we go. There we go. That took a little more time than I was hoping, but that worked out pretty well. Go in here to save. And I thank you for joining me. This is close to an hour, which is a bit longer than I intended to do. I've been trying to do a bit more manageable sized episodes, but you know what? I think I'm probably going to try to do one more episode after this. We'll see. It's all the same from your end, because unless I take so long that I don't record my next episode for months, for several months. I think August at this point. Or don't get it uploaded. It's not going to matter on your end, but I think probably I'm going to take a short break and then record another one straight away. But like I said, I'll see you next time. which and this my next time won't really impact your next time. But have a great rest of your day.